Hi, I'm Cheryl Kagan, very proud to be the senator for Gaithersburg and Rockville. Today was a long day. I defended 2 election bills on the Senate floor that are moving out. One of them is mine on special elections. I had 5 of my bills up for hearings today. So I want to tell you briefly what those were, and then I'm going to dash out of here. So the first one was about simplified ballot measures. Language in our ballots have to be easily understood by people who shouldn't have to have a law degree or a PhD to understand them. In 2022, we had language, one that was so much gobbledygook and legalese, like we couldn't understand it, and one that was a sentence. And so 6th grade language level is what we are expecting. I passed it unanimously a few years ago through the Senate. I'm hoping it'll move all the way through this year. Next, Electoral College. We all saw after the last presidential election how some of the Trump people tried to create fake lists of electors that were going to be casting a vote for the Electoral College. So there was Congress passed legislation tightening things up. Maryland had to comply. I was the sponsor of the Senate version of that bill, and it's simply just tightening things up to make sure that our electors reflect the voter intent. Third bill today, scam packs, working with my District 17 colleague, Julie Polakovich-Carr. The Federal Election Commission and the FBI have both noted an alarming increase in the number of phony baloney fundraising organizations that are raising money from unsuspecting people, allegedly for dinner with Donald Trump, the local firefighters, and they don't. They keep the money, they don't disclose it, they don't give it to the organization or person that allegedly it was being used for. So we're going to put up some guardrails, have greater transparency and accountability, and allow our Board of Elections subpoena powers and stuff so that we can catch bad guys. The next bill was about internet delivered ballots. Don't get your ballot this way. It's not as secure, it's more expensive, it's harder on the voter, and it's harder on the Board of Elections. So we're going to have a study to see exactly the cost and the lack of security, the time, the staffing that is needed in order to process these online delivered ballots. It sounds like a good idea. I assure you it's not. The next bill I had in another committee was about hate crimes. It would set up a requirement that the swastika, the noose, the hate speech that would be posted or used to vandalize a building would have to be removed within 24 hours. The first time you get a warning, the second time there would be up to a $1,000 fine. We have had a spike in hate and violence, and this is one more method we can try to tamp it down by letting people know that there will be a consequence. Tomorrow I have one more bill, and it's back to my 911 lane. As you know, 3 people have died in my district when 911 has failed, and there is a pilot program that has more than doubled the number of people whose lives were saved from having a heart attack with CPR, telephone CPR. By training our 911 specialists, the courageous women and men under the headset, they were able to increase to more than double the number of lives saved. So we're taking that pilot program and we're proposing to bring it statewide, and that money is coming out of the 911 fund for training, which is exactly what it should be used for. That hearing's tomorrow. I'm hoping that will go well also. So thank you for watching. I continue to urge you to subscribe to and watch my podcast, Kibitzing with Kagan, brief conversations with people I find fascinating. I am almost done with interviewing every member of the cabinet in the Moore-Miller administration. You can check those out. I've had a whole broad cross-section of folks, from surrogate moms to a drag queen to food pantry director, nonprofit leaders, political folks, and many, many more. You also ought to check out the podcast with our governor, our lieutenant governor, our comptroller, and our attorney general. They're all pretty extraordinary leaders. So Thank you for watching this. Thank you for caring about Maryland's public policy. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.